You guys have been asking for it, and today we're gonna do it. And we're gonna grab the ingredients and landers and head on to the kitchen studio. Today's all about fried rice. Now there's a couple of reasons why I absolutely love fried rice. Number one is that if you add enough stuff in it, it becomes a complete meal and not just a side dish. And you can have so much flexibility because rice is such a neutral flavor and it's just the perfect canvas for the colors of the ingredients that you'll be put in, and the complexity of flavor that you add is completely up to you. Second, it actually prevents you from eating too much rice because the more vegetables you add to a fried rice, the less rice there is in the fried rice. There's more vegetables there. So it can become more nutritious for you. I'm gonna show you 3 of my favorite recipes. None of them are traditional at all. I want to say that from the very beginning so that no one gets mad at me. We're going to be doing my triple fried garlic rice. I previously did a video for that for Taste Made already, but I've never shown it in my channel, and it's absolutely delicious and I love making it. Number 2 will be kind of like a Thai style fried rice using some fish sauce, some shrimps. I'm going to add some crab fat as well, which is completely non-traditional and when it comes to Thai food, but it's still really good. And then finally, the last one is a riff off of nasi goreng, which is a popular Indonesian fried rice. Again, using the ingredients I have in my household, and I'm not pretending to make the most authentic nasi goreng. It's just a really delicious one that has similar flavor profiles. So before getting started on everything, I'm gonna roast the garlic for the garlic fried rice, and I'm gonna proceed to do all the other ingredients for the other dishes. So all we wanna do, it's very simple. Get these whole cloves of garlic, or I've never known what you call these, bulbs or whatever. What we're gonna do is just take off the top. So basically you're just exposing the garlic. We're then gonna run all of this under some water just to wet it. So basically now it's all nice and wet, which is exactly what we're looking for. You put that in any vessel you can put in the oven, and then you completely douse that in oil. Why do I put it in water? It'll just make the garlic softer in the oven, while the oil will just help it get it that beautiful color and that roasted color and those, you know, just really intensify that flavor. So that goes in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. While that's happening, we can work on our Thai style and Indonesian style fried rices. First thing I want to do, I got 5 eggs here. Make kind of like a quick omelet roll, which I'll use in both recipes. Put that in a pan, oil it up nicely. Once the oil is nicely hot, we're gonna put all the eggs in the pan. All I like to do here is kind of bring the egg in to one side of the pan until everything starts solidifying, but I'm looking for everything to be kind of like the same thickness throughout. This just helps make sure that the whole egg is basically cooked at the same temp and at the same texture. I'm gonna let that bottom half cook. Once it's more or less cooked on one side, we can go ahead and flip it to the other side. Transfer that to a plate. And we're gonna go ahead and cut into that later. So first things first, we're gonna do the nasi goreng style fried rice. Got some chicken thighs here, which I'm just gonna chop up. Obviously, boneless are great with a little bit of fat on them, so you still have some flavor. Into the wok. To that, we're gonna go ahead and add in some shelled prawn. That cooks for just 2 minutes. Once you have some color in there, we're gonna go ahead and add in my onions. I have some crushed garlic. I actually like crushed garlic over minced garlic just because I like biting into those chunks of garlic. Some green beans go in, a little bit of carrots, tiny bit of tomato paste, a little bit of shrimp paste or bagoong, kecap manis or sweet soy sauce, very important, 1 red chili with the seeds. The smell of this is completely intoxicating, and that's basically my base flavor. Now we can go ahead and add the rice. The color you want to go for here is kind of like a nice dark caramel brown. Okay, give it a taste. Oh yeah, woo, that's spicy. That's basically ready to go. All right, so if you were actually in Indonesia and if you were actually eating a traditional nasi goreng, this would probably be served with some shrimp crackers, some crispy onions, some tomatoes, some cucumbers. But honestly, this just as is absolutely beautiful. So dish 1, done. Thai style one is very simple as well. Oil in the pan. We're gonna go ahead and start sweating some onions and some of my crushed garlic. Once you start getting some color in there, add in your shrimps. We're just gonna wait for these to get like slightly orange. We're gonna roll up our egg and slice it into thin slices. Throw in our spring onion stalks in there, a little bit of green, a little bit of white. You can kind of break it off if you want to. Now in goes the flavoring. So all we wanna do here is use some fish sauce, a little bit, some oyster sauce, and a little bit of soy sauce. Throw in the egg. Make a well in the center for the rice. You can use kind of like any leafy green you want. I'm using gailan here, which is like Chinese broccoli. And at this point, you can kind of adjust things. I feel like mine needs a little bit more oil, and then I need a bit more of my oyster sauce. Give that a taste. That's flavorful. And the last bit that I like to do that's not Thai at all, putting a little bit of some crab fat in there. Now we taste it. Beautiful. Okay, transfer everything. I don't know if you've been to Thailand yet, but in the stalls, I love how the fried rice is kind of just all over the plate. There's no real way of styling it. It just looks beautiful because of all the color on there. And I've been to a couple of stalls there where basically how they serve it is with a little chili fish sauce dip. So I'm gonna chop up some chilies, put the chilies inside the bowl, fish sauce with the chilies. This is super spicy, by the way. That gets placed with it. And then you can either add it on top or you can add it in the fried rice. But I've also seen, just like you know how pad thai, some people put the sugar inside the mix, some people put it on top. I've seen people do this with the fried rice as well in stalls. Just a little drizzle of sugar goes a really long way and just kind of gives you those pops of flavor. And that's basically done, my version, my riff off Thai style fried rice. It's getting late, I'm getting tired. Last but not least, my favorite recipe, probably the quickest one and my personal favorite. Hot oil in the wok. I'm gonna finish off all my crushed garlic. Put a lot in there. When making a garlic fried rice, I think it's super important to add the salt while frying the garlic. That way it really just puts flavor with the garlic, but in the same time, you know it'll spread well with the rice. And salt's very important in garlic fried rice, in my opinion. Okay, all we're looking for is kind of like to have some transparent bits, some yellow bits, but also some brown bits in there. Once you think you've achieved that, you can add your rice. So what's really important is that you've cooked down your garlic a little bit so that it's not too pungent and not too aggressive on the palate. Rice goes in. Just as an FYI, we're using day-old rice here because it's nice and dry, which is what I like. I don't like moist rice when doing fried rice, so that way it separates nicely. At this point, we're gonna go ahead and add in our chopped green spring onions, add the rest of our egg. Any good quality garlic chili oil you might have, go for it. Finish that with the garlic that we had a while ago. And I'll show you how these are moist. They're a little hot, so I'm gonna burn myself again. That's why I call it my triple garlic rice. There you have it, 3 really simple fried rice dishes. Extremely delicious. If you're a rice lover, you're gonna love these for sure. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.